Welcome back, Pokemon trainers and fans, and it is Friday upon the day that I upload this video. I hope you've made it through the week, and I hope that these videos are giving you a little bit of joy throughout your week. If you're in quarantine, I certainly hope that these are brightening your day just a little bit. But let's get right into the action for the first video of Friday. Our first competitor is Tyranitar, the Rock Dark type featuring Bite, Mudslap, Leer, and Sandstorm. And its competitor is the parental Pokemon, Kangaskhan, pure normal type featuring Dizzy Punch, Bite, Surf, and Leer. The Pokemon ready, let's head back to Poke Cup Stadium on this beautiful Friday morning. And once again, I do hope that these videos are bringing you a lot of joy. I'm getting a lot of joy just making these videos and uploading them, so if you're watching, give me a like if you're getting a little bit of happiness out of this as well. And make sure to comment while you're at it and let me know who are you cheering for. You can see the Pokemon scrolling down in the ticker at the very bottom of your screen. All right, commands are being given. Let's go down to the battlefield. Kangaskhan is going to start off with a Surf attack. It's riding the wave, and here comes right to Tyranitar. Super effective, but does not even do 100 damage. And Tyranitar is going to kick up a Sandstorm that's going to do damage to Kangaskhan every turn that the Sandstorm is raging. Right there, for as a matter of fact, a little bit of damage on Kangaskhan. So that was interesting that Surf did not do that much damage to Tyranitar. We'll see how Kangaskhan answers back. It's going to answer with Dizzy Punch. Not very effective. And Tyranitar is going to use Bite. And not much damage there, so two very defensive Pokemon, it looks like. Neither really scraping the other too much. Alright, commands are being given. Let's see how turn 3 turns out. Kangaskhan going back to Surf, trying to hit that water weakness on Tyranitar's ground typing. It's super effective, brings Tyranitar down to 124 health. And Tyranitar answers back with another Bite. That'll bring Kangaskhan down below 50%, and the Sandstorm is still raging, bringing Kangaskhan down to 87. The Sandstorm might be the reason that Tyranitar walks away the winner in this one, but let's see how that plays out. Kangaskhan's going to opt for Bite, so it's going to bite right back. Not very effective, barely any damage. Tyranitar is going to do Bite. And Kangaskhan holds on with 8. And the Sandstorm's going on. That's going to knock out Kangaskhan. Tyranitar, your winner on Friday morning over Kangaskhan. A very close battle between the two. Very defensive, but ultimately Tyranitar able to overcome the water weakness from Kangaskhan's Surf and gets the win with Sandstorm. We'll be right back. Prepare for trouble and make it double. This next matchup features two Pokemon very commonly associated with Team Rocket. Our first competitor is Arbok, the evolved form of Ekans. Pure Poison type featuring Sludge Bomb, Bite, Dig, and Glare. And its opponent will be Koffing, a Pure Poison type featuring Sludge Bomb, Fire Blast, Explosion, and Toxic. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. It'll be interesting to see how the type matchup works in this one. Both of them pure poison. Both of them carry poison attacks, but they're not going to be able to poison each other. So let's see how these two will handle each other. Arbok and Koffing are both now out on the field. And I can't help but wonder if Jesse and James are in the crowd cheering on their respective Pokemon. Alright, the commands are being given. Let's head down to the battlefield. Ekans is going to start off with a Glare, hoping for a Paralysis. And it gets it. Koffing is paralyzed. It's going to have to fight through that one. And Koffing's going to get off a Fire Blast on turn 1. And that's going to do a pretty decent amount of damage, especially associating that Koffing is not itself a poison type. Alright, Arbok to start, and it's going to go underground. So Koffing's attack is going to miss. Here comes a Fire Blast, but that's going to be in vain. And it is a miss. Alright, Koffing should be able to hit this next one unless Dig takes it out. Here comes Arbok. Super effective, but only brings Koffing down to 175 health. And Koffing is fully paralyzed. So that may just cost it the match if it can't fight through the paralysis. And looks like Arbok's going to go back underground. Why fix what's not broken? Alright, Koffing going back for another Fire Blast, but again, it's going to miss. And it does. So Arbok is going to take this turn underground. It's going to come up in the next turn. And here it comes. Super effective hit. Brings Koffing down to 89 health. And Koffing again is fully paralyzed. So a free turn again for Arbok. And Arbok's going to continue the underground assault. It's working and it's effective. Koffing can't do much here. And it's fully paralyzed again, although it does not have any moves that would impact the battle on that turn. Alright, here we go. This may be it. Arbok coming up from underground. Direct hit and Koffing hangs on with 13 health. And Koffing's going to get off one more Fire Blast. It wasted 2 while Arbok was underground. And it gets a burn. I don't think that's necessarily going to help too much here. But you never know if it could miss. So here we go. Arbok going for a bite. This could finish it. And it does. Koffing goes down. Jesse, congratulations. Your Arbok has been victorious. Poison-type matchup is always interesting to see, but since they really couldn't do anything to each other stat-wise, Arbok getting the glare off on Koffing really cost it the battle. Alright, we'll be right back. Our next battle is going to feature everyone's favorite, not tree, Sudowoodo, a pure rock type featuring Rock Slide, Dig, Strength, and Mimic. And its opponent will be Cubone, the pure ground type, featuring Bone Meringue, Headbutt, Icy Wind, and Focus Energy. Now, Pokemon ready, let's head back to the battlefield. Cubone, with the advantage being a ground type over rock typing, as well as having the Icy Wind, we'll see how Sudowoodo can answer back. Sudowoodo's on the field, followed by Cubone. Excuse me, it is an early morning. Alright, the commands are being given in this first turn. Again, my apologies. Alright, Cubone's going to start, and it's going to start off with Bone Meringue. Super effective. 1 hit. 2. It got hit twice and almost taken down to half health. And Sudowoodo is going to go underground. This may spell trouble for Cubone. Alright, so Cubone's going to beef up its attack with Focus Energy. And Sudowoodo's dig now commencing. Not much there. Again, excuse me. Woo! Not much there in terms of an attack for Sudowoodo. Let's see if it changes things up on turn 2. Here comes Cubone again with the Bone Meringue. 1 hit, super effective. Twice hit, Sudowoodo hangs on with 17 health. And Sudowoodo's going to go underground, trying to save itself from elimination in the second turn. Not necessarily elimination, once again. Just because a Pokemon loses in the regular season does not mean that it is eliminated from the playoffs already. So, a Pokemon that you may have loved that has already lost, twice even, may still come back and qualify for the playoffs in November, December. Alright, so Sudowoodo has come back up. It has not done much damage. And Cubone is going to go with its gut. It's going to go for one more Bone Meringue. And that'll do it. Cubone is your winner over Sudowoodo, the ground typing over the rock typing. Saw that coming. Sudowoodo's dig just could not do much damage against Cubone's ground type. Ooh, excuse me again. Ooh. Alright, we will be right back with battle number 4. Our next battle is going to feature Bulbasaur, the grass starter in Kanto. Grass poison type featuring Razor Leaf, Headbutt, Toxic, and Growth. And its opponent will be Wigglytuff, the evolved form of Jigglypuff, a pure normal type featuring Double Edge, Fire Punch, Disable, and Sing. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head down to the battlefield. And that Fire Blast with Wigglytuff could spell trouble for little Bulbasaur with the Fire type advantage. However, we may see Bulbasaur pulling out here. We've seen surprises already. And keep in mind, coming up later in this episode will be the return of Magby. Even a week later, I'm still hyped about Magby's win over Typhlosion. But here we go. Commands have been issued. Bulbasaur is going to lead things off with Toxic. And that's going to poison Wigglytuff. And Wigglytuff's going to answer back with Sing. So both Pokemon going over status ailments. But Wigglytuff's Sing does nothing. And it gets hit with a little bit of poison damage there. Let's see how Bulbasaur responds here. Bulbasaur going to use Headbutt. Fast little guy. Does some damage, not a whole lot. And Wigglytuff's going to answer back with Fire Punch. Super effective. Brings Bulbasaur down to 148 health. And Toxic's going to sap Wigglytuff just a little bit more. Alright, Bulbasaur. Now it's going to use Razor Leaf. Should have a little bit more power being it's a grass type. And that'll bring Wigglytuff down to half health. Wigglytuff answering back with another Fire Punch. Super effective. Brings Bulbasaur down to 29 health. But Toxic is going to seep more from Wigglytuff. How is Bulbasaur going to answer back here? Alright, Bulbasaur going with another Headbutt. Let's see. Not quite enough. Wigglytuff hangs on with 67 health. And it flinches! And the poison damage. Bulbasaur is your winner in a little bit of an upset. I would not have assumed that Wigglytuff's bulky defense and the high hit point level would have outlasted Bulbasaur, but Bulbasaur is your winner in thanks to Toxic and Poison. We'll be right back with the next battle. Here comes our next battle, and give a thumbs up for that upset with Bulbasaur over Wigglytuff. Here it comes Sandslash, a pure ground type featuring Earthquake, Fury Swipes, Sand Attack, and Sandstorm. And its opponent will be Rapidash, a pure fire type featuring Fire Spin, Stomp, Attract, and Toxic. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. Sandslash with the type advantage here. Earthquake, a very powerful move. We could see a turn 1 Oko right here. Rapidash does have a little bit of speed on its side, so we'll see if it's able to overcome the type disadvantage in that regard. Alright, the commands have been given. Let's head back to the battlefield, and as predicted, Rapidash will start us off with Toxic, but the attack will miss, and Sandslash is going to counter back with Earthquake, and that's going to be super effective. Health is going down, and it's a one-hit KO in favor of Sandslash. Predicted it right there at the beginning. The type disadvantage for Rapidash was just too much. Sandslash is your winner in battle number 5 for this episode. Alright, we will be right back with our middle match. Once again, it seems like it is a family affair. Our next battle features Gyarados, a water flying type in the evolved form of Magikarp, featuring Waterfall, Dragon Rage, Twister, and Leer. And its opponent will be Ponyta, the unevolved form of Rapidash, right before the this last battle. Ponyta, pure fire type featuring Fire Blast, Headbutt, Iron Tail, and Sunny Day. Let's head down to the battlefield for this one. Alright, Gyarados with the type advantage, water over fire. We'll see if Ponyta might be able to pull something out here over the monstrous Gyarados. Alright, Gyarados is on the field as well as little Ponyta. Let's see what these two are capable of. Alright, turn 1, and Ponyta is going to lead off with Sunny Day, so that's going to cut Gyarados' water-type attacks in half. So let's see how that impacts it. Gyarados leading off with Waterfall. And that's going to be super effective, but only about a quarter damage. Ponyta, very smart to have set off the Sunny Day on turn 1. Alright, so Ponyta leading off again. Here comes Iron Tail. Well, that's a cool animation for that. But not very effective, not even 50 damage. Here comes Waterfall again from Gyarados. That's going to do a little more than 50% damage on its own. Ponyta down to 101 health. Alright, Ponyta opting for a headbutt here. Looks like it's trying to get the flinch on Gyarados. Not much there. And it does! Gyarados flinches from the headbutt, unable to attack. The Sunlight is still strong. Can Gyarados snap out of it? Ponyta going with a Fire Blast this turn. Not going to be very effective here, but let's see how much damage it can get. It gets a burn! Alright, Gyarados coming back with Waterfall. This might do it. No, Ponyta hangs on with 24 health, and Gyarados is hurt by the burn. Sunlight's still strong, so Waterfall is still only at half strength. And here comes Ponyta again with Headbutt. A very close battle here, even given the type disadvantage. Gyarados down to 45 health, but it's able to shake off the flinch and gets the Waterfall off. This might do it. And it does. Gyarados wins a very close battle with Ponyta. A great setting up the Sunny Day. Definitely a great defensive strategy there. But ultimately, Gyarados able to overcome the Sunny Day and get the win over Ponyta. We'll be right back. Our next battle is going to feature Cleffa, the baby Pokemon from the Clefairy line. Pure Normal type featuring Headbutt, Psychic, Encore, and Sweet Kiss. And its opponent will be Pidgeotto, the evolved form of Pidgey. Normal Flying type with Fly, Frustration, Steel Wing, and Mirror Move. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head down to the battlefield. And that was a great battle with Ponyta and Gyarados. Ponyta staring up to the monstrosity of Gyarados and all the waterfalls, but ultimately it did succumb to Gyarados' waterfall attack. But let's focus on this battle now. We have Cleffa and Pidgeotto out on the field. And let's see how this one plays out. Alright, so Pidgeotto to start, and looks like it's going to go up into the air. It is a fly attack. So Cleffa's next attack is going to miss here. Psychic attack, and it's for nothing. Pidgeotto's up in the air and avoids the attack. Alright, Pidgeotto coming down now from the fly. Here it is. Nice little somersault there. And brings Cleffa down to 189 health. Cleffa answering back with that Psychic attack. And that'll hit, but not much damage there. Alright, here we go. Turn 2. And Pidgeotto to start again. Looks like it's going to go back up in the air. So this may be a 6-turn battle if it's going to be every other move. Here comes a Sweet Kiss, but that's going to miss. And Pidgeotto up in the air. Alright, Pidgeotto now coming back to the ground using Fly. That'll bring Cleffa down to 79 health. And Cleffa's going to answer back with Headbutt. It's not going to get a flinch on the next turn, but Pidgeotto does get a little bit of damage there. Alright, and Pidgeotto's opting to stay near the ground this time, going for a Steel Wing. This may finish it. And it does. Pidgeotto is your winner over Cleffa. The baby's not doing much here in round number 2. They were dominant week 1, but not so much in week number 2. Pidgeotto, your winner over Cleffa. Pretty decidedly too, using 2 flies and a Steel Wing to take the win. We'll be right back. Our next battle features some rock-hard defense versus a master of hypnosis. Our first competitor is Onix, the Rock Snake, a rock ground type, featuring Earthquake, Rock Throw, Strength, and Sandstorm. And its opponent will be Drowzee, the pure Psychic type featuring Psychic, Headbutt, Dream Eater, and Hypnosis. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head down to the battlefield for battle number 8 of this episode. 4 more to go, folks, until we hit our halfway for the day. And Onix is now on the field, followed closely by Drowzee. And I was actually hearing that people were talking about why does Onix not have any horn attacks with that giant horn up there on the top of its head. It make a little sense for it to maybe have like a horn attack or a horn drill, but it is what it is. All right, Onix is going to start off turn 1 with Earthquake. That's going to hit for some damage, bringing Drowzee down to 184 health, and Drowzee is going to answer back immediately with Hypnosis. And Onix does fall asleep. This could be dangerous, as we've seen Sleep and Confusion have both been the downfall of many Pokemon, even just in these first 2 weeks. So Onix is going to sleep through turn number 2. Drowzee is going to answer with Dream Eater. It's going to refill some of its health here. And that's going to do some hefty damage. Onix is down to 128 health. It needs to wake up now. And Onix is going to sleep through turn 2 as well. A free attack for Drowzee, and it's going to go right back to the Dream Eater. And that's going to do even more damage. Onix is down to 15 health. Drowzee almost fully healed from the first Earthquake. And Onix is going to sleep through this one. This is going to be it. If Dream Eater hits, Onix will fall. And that will do it. Drowzee fully heals itself, so Onix gets no points in the standings for that. Onix is taken down with Hypnosis and Dream Eater. Drowzee is your winner in this one. So we'll be right back with match number 9. And our next battle is going to feature everyone's favorite Pokemon mascot, Pikachu. The evolved form of Pichu, pure electric type with Thunderbolt, Headbutt, Iron Tail, and Thunder Wave. And its opponent will be Phanpy, the pure ground type featuring Earthquake, Double Edge, Double Team, and Swagger. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head down to the battlefield. Phanpy with the type advantage in this one. Pikachu stats have never really held up too well, but especially here against a pure ground type, Thunder Wave is probably not going to have much of an impact on this battle. Alright, Pikachu and Phanpy are both on the field. Let's head down and check out the action. The commands are being given. Let's see how this one plays out. So Pikachu to start with an Iron Tail. Some decent damage there, not a whole lot, but it's also going to cause Phanpy's physical defense to fall. Phanpy with the Earthquake. Super effective on Pikachu. Its health still going down, and that'll be it. A one-hit KO for Phanpy. Pikachu goes down on turn 1. So Phanpy, your winner, taking advantage of the type advantage, and we'll be back with the next battle. Our next battle features 2 normal-type Pokemon. Miltank, the pure normal type, featuring Stomp, Ice Punch, Heal Bell, and Bide. And its opponent will be Stantler with Stomp, Dream Eater, Mud Slap, and Hypnosis. Stantler, a pure normal type. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head down to the battlefield for this one. Basically, a battle of Whitney's Gym in Goldenrod City with 2 normal types going head-to-head, and especially her beloved Miltank. Thankfully, this one does not have rollout, so the flashbacks can and PTSD from Goldenrod City can calm down a little bit. All right, so here we go. Let's see what these 2 are capable of doing. All right, and Miltank is going to go on turn 1 and use Bide. Stantler going for a Hypnosis. And that's going to put Miltank to sleep. So I'm not sure if the Bide is going to continue through the sleep. So we'll see how this one plays out. But Miltank did use Bide, so we'll see what happens here. So Miltank is fast asleep. And Stantler's going to go ahead and use Dream Eater. Let's see how this hits Miltank. And it's a critical hit that's going to bring Miltank down below 50% health. So already a bad start for Miltank. Miltank's going to sleep through turn number 3. And Stantler's going to come back with another Dream Eater. Now, if the Bide does go through the sleep and it's able to launch that Bide attack, that's probably going to knock out Stantler pretty quickly. Alright, and Miltank has woken up. Let's see what happens. It's going to use Stomp, so the Bide does not carry through the sleep. But Miltank's still not in a good position here. The Stomp does do 99 damage to Stantler. And the Dream Meter is going to miss since it woke up. So already Miltank is in a bad place. We'll see how it can recover. Miltank's going to go for Ice Punch. And it's frozen! It's frozen Stantler. Miltank's going to come back from behind and take the win, beating Stantler by freeze. As long as it's able to continue the battle without Stantler unfreezing, this should do it. So Miltank going back with another Ice Punch. That's going to bring Stantler down to 121. Still frozen solid. And Miltank is looking good now that it got the freeze. I think that's what it was looking for with the Ice Punch when it first went for it. But that was an extremely lucky Ice Punch. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Stomp would have taken it out. And Stantler's still frozen solid. Miltank's just going to continue Ice Punching until the end of the match, just to be cautious about accidentally breaking or melting the ice. And here it is, another Ice Punch. That'll bring Stantler down to 40 hit points, so the next turn should knock it out. And Miltank with the Ice Punch. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Miltank is your winner over Stantler by freeze. No one really necessarily saw that coming, but we knew that Miltank was hoping to get the freeze and ultimately sneaking away with the win over Stantler. 2 more battles to go. We'll be right back. I mentioned last week that one of the best upsets I've ever witnessed running one of these tournaments happened between Golem and Crobat, where Crobat continued biting Golem and getting flinch after flinch after flinch. Well, it's not quite that matchup here, but it is Golem, the rock ground type, in the fully evolved form of Geodude, featuring Magnitude, Rock Throw, Rock Smash, and Harden, versus Golbat, so one level down below Crobat, but it's a poison flying type featuring Wing Attack, Bite, Steel Wing, and Haze. Let's head down to the battlefield and get ready for this one. I can foresee a little bit if Golbat can pull this out. Not necessarily the most hopeful that'll repeat itself again, but Golem certainly looking to avenge itself over the family member of Crobat. Alright, both Pokemon are on the field, so the commands are being given right now. Alright, let's see how these two fare. Golbat's going to start with a Bite. Not much damage there. And Golem is going to go for Rock Throw. So Golbat trying to do what Crobat did earlier by biting and trying to get the flinch. Golem responds with a Rock Throw and takes Golbat down below half health. So really at this point, Golbat's only hope is to keep getting flinches off of Bite. And that time it gets a critical hit, bringing Golem just shy of 50%. And there's a flinch! So Golbat with a shot. Not much of one, but it's got a shot. If it can keep flinching, maybe it can keep getting critical hits too. Alright, here comes another Bite. Not much damage there. And it's another flinch! It's happening, folks! It may actually happen. So Golem trying to get the win here with one more hit, but Golbat keeps biting and keeps causing Golem to flinch. Here comes one more time with Bite. Golem down to 76 health. And here comes the Rock Throw. If it connects, this may be it. And that will do it. Golbat goes down. A valiant effort there, trying to repeat what its predecessor Crobat did, but to no avail. Golem gets revenge and gets the win over Golbat in what was really a close match. We'll be right back with the last battle. I promised it was coming, and we saved one of the best for last for this episode. Once again, I'm still on Cloud 9 about it, but since I'm talking about him now, here's Magby. Last week won over Typhlosion in an upset, the pure fire type, and the baby in the Magmar line featuring Flamethrower, Iron Tail, Confuse Ray, and Sunny Day. And its opponent is Dratini, pure dragon type with Outrage, Headbutt, Safeguard, and Thunder Wave. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head down to the battlefield for this final battle for this episode. One more episode tonight with 13 battles, and that'll wrap up the week for week number 2. And then over the weekend, the software will randomize next week's battles based on record. All right, so here we go. The Pokemon are on the field. Let's see how these two will duke it out. This should be very interesting. So Magby's going to start off with a Sunny Day, so that's going to power up its Fire-type attacks. Similar already to what it did against Typhlosion. And Dratini's going to use Safeguard, so no chance of getting a confusion on it there. So both Pokemon working on status right out the gate. Alright, so Magby's going to go with a Flamethrower, a powered-up Flamethrower. Let's see how much this does to Dratini. Not very effective, but it does do quite a bit of damage. Dratini's going to answer back with Thunder Wave, and it gets the paralysis on Magby. That's going to take away the priority from Magby. So Dratini out here messing with the stats, getting the Safeguard up so it can't use Confuse Ray. Now Magby is paralyzed. It's going to have to fight through that. Dratini's going to start off with Headbutt. And that'll do about quarter damage to Magby. Magby fights out the paralysis and gets another Flamethrower off. And not very effective, but brings Dratini down to 70. Sunny's Day still going very strong. And here comes Dratini's Headbutt one more time. That'll bring Magby down to 101. Magby fights through the paralysis. Here comes Flamethrower. That'll hit, and Dratini goes down. Magby is your winner in match number 12, and actually battle number 233 of this tournament. So Magby continuing its dominance. At this rate, it may go quite far in the tournament. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like. Comment below who you're cheering for all the way through the championship. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more of Pokemon Fight Club. Until then, I'm Professor Pine, reminding you just to keep on breathing. See you later, folks.